Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So nice to have you here again. I hope you guys had a great day. I had a really long and tiring day, I'm not gonna lie, and tomorrow is another one waiting for me. And I just wanted to say a bit about the energies I've been feeling lately, and because of the new moon in Scorpio, I have been feeling a bit of heart palpitations. And I don't feel any form of wordiness, or it's not exactly, not even anxiety. It's like some sort of anticipation, and I don't know what it is, but I don't feel worried. I feel actually some form of relief, but very tired. And this morning I woke up early. I went for a walk and I got a coffee at my favorite coffee shop. But I felt good. I felt in peace. I felt calm. I felt, ready to go to work. I feel like a change. I do feel the change with this powerful new moon in Scorpio and the death card. I've been seeing it a lot. So it's like coming to an end of a cycle and all that. It's like the purging of the final drop of whatever it is that we must leave behind. This is how I've been feeling. But it takes a toll on you, even physically. So I don't know if you guys been feeling that. So I'm trying to isolate my energy, to protect it, because I cannot let any little detail, any little thing that is thrown my way to feel accountable and responsible for it. So I don't want to do that. And this is what I'm realizing these days, like prioritize and minimize any unnecessary confrontation or mediocre confrontation and conversation. Just keep the essence of what you believe requires your full attention, and only positive vibration. Wow. So let's see the energy for today's November 1st. Hooray! So let's see what's the message for tomorrow, guys. This is a general reading for all signs. By the way, if you ever see like this dot on my hand, I don't know how I bruised myself. It could be like a muscle, something there happened, because I've been noticing that too. But it's fine. So the messages for tomorrow, general reading. Two of Cups. What a beautiful card. Union of two souls. Actually, it's one soul merged, like the twin flame that will split, and then they found each other. We're one cup, one love, one love. So this is saying that we're merging into one through the heart, through the mind, through the third eye chakra here, and through the crown chakra. This is a blessing. This is a union that is divinely guided and blessed by God. The Trinity, the infinity number is here. That shows that is a union that is meant to be. So whatever you think or you're doing, this is meant to be. It will happen. This union of the heart and the soul and the mind and the spirit, union with the self. That's why it's one cup. You all drink from one source, and that source is the Spirit of God. Is God, is the Son of God and the Holy Spirit. They're all in one cup, one God, one love. The only union that you'll have with this person is through Him, the one up above. When you accept and embrace Him in your heart, that's when the union with the other counterpart will happen. This is what he's saying here. So, and it's something that for some of us that maybe haven't been long enough in this journey, the journey of self-revelation and the awakening and the ascension and all, that is the acceptance that there is something beyond us and there's the divine. When I thought that I somehow, some way I learned about this twin flame journey, and I thought, you know, back then, when I got awakened, it was 2006, I think. Sorry, 2016 or something like that. It was 2016. Yeah, I remember. Because I met this guy online, and it's a long story, and I thought he was my twin flame, and I don't know how I even found out about it, but it crashed me on the floor, like it was bad. But I think it was just a karmic tie for me to heal a lot of deep wounds. So he was the catalyst for me to go through those changes. And I think he went through the most difficult time of carrying the burden, and that, like, for all the things I had to unravel and change in myself. And it takes a lot of a strong character, a strong man to really go through that path and journey, even from the distance, to somehow be there and help you heal that part of you, even though probably at some point he wasn't even understanding his own self, and he had his own demons to deal with, like he told me once. So he had his own thing, but he was learning more about himself, and I was learning about me. We were kind of attacking each other throughout that journey. But now, years later, whether we think that we found our soulmate or twin flame or whatever, what we learned from this is that it was always within us. So when we look for that peace, inner peace, and that harmony within ourselves, and the balance, mental, emotional, financial, physical, that's when you understand, oh wow, all this time when people say, oh, it's within you, it's always with you. What's with me? Like when you don't have that person near you, we're not together, that all those fears, you have to challenge yourself in your ways to heal your other aspects of yourself. Like, what other aspects you need to heal? The fear to challenge yourself, let's say professionally, or some other aspects in life that you are scared to go to the other side of the fence, or let's challenge yourself emotionally to embrace your emotions and your feelings and your pain. So many things you need to unlock. That key to unlock all those hidden wounds of ourselves, so we can finally better understand ourselves and accept ourselves 100% with all our flaws. We are constantly evolving, changing, and inspiring ourselves with all the things we learn, even through our disappointments and our failures. Every year that goes by, that's what the death card and judgment card in Scorpio, this new moon in Scorpio, is so powerful. With every year that goes by, we are evolving, we're growing, we're changing. There's no going back with this. Just pay attention. What did you do last year around this time, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago? You have evolved in a way or another. Anything that was much more, let's say, a sensitive subject, and you are more vulnerable about something, if you let's say you test the waters through the same pattern of the same thing that happened around this time last year, and back then to now, you're like, wow, now I'm handling things differently, completely differently. How much I've grown in a year, and imagine in 2 years. So, and if you feel there's slow progression, well, pay attention to that slow progression in which aspect of your life you are making somehow a change. And then slowly, once you grow a bit more, then look, spread your wings and look at something else, and you need to unravel and to trigger yourself and to challenge yourself. So then you overcome that fear, and then you become poof, suddenly so strong. And you're like, I can't believe I can do this. You have no idea how many people fail to do amazing things in their life. Personal, financial, professional, relationship, friendships, because of their stigma and this ideology of that how we were taught and how things should be, and then we try to think a bit differently. We try to think from the other person's perspective, when we also release control, because we have so much strength now and confidence within ourselves. We had to go through all those trials. We had to build strength. We had to build character. We had to build confidence. We had to build all that. And we had to, push and pull a bit. And we had to do that elbow game a bit. Yeah, because that's how you build a character. And you pretend to defend and protect what you've worked so hard for. It builds a character, it builds a personality, it builds self-respect. Maybe something that in the past you are people pleaser and you are scared to to say no. But now you're not even scared to say yes, because you know what yes means to you. You know that there's healthy boundaries to yes. You know you own it with confidence and self-respect and integrity. You just give yourself easily, or just say yes so you can be accepted by the society or be seen as a good person. And you know you can say no because you're not afraid that if you say no, you're not afraid to that down that road you might not even have supportive people, and the true friends and whoever wants to be there for your success, they will reveal themselves. The one who will not be afraid and have also their own self-respect and integrity, and they have done great things in their lives, they don't see you as a challenge. They're not gonna walk away from you. But the one that have done their inner work and they've accomplished and they worked hard and they've gone through their own trials and tribulations, they will stand by your side because they know they've been there and they're not afraid of anything. They experience enough, so they don't need to be in a competitive mode. So, what a beautiful card. Let me see what else the Spirit has. Emotional loss. We had that yesterday too. Despair, disappointment. So this is what the lesson we learn with the 5 here is about. Lesson. The lesson to let go, to release fear, expectation, disappointments, from what this connection is. This is a very spiritual connection. And all this green, it's about the heart chakra as well, even the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, but the heart chakra, which means this connection is on a soul and spiritual and the heart level. You don't need the physical validation. It's saying, not at this very moment. Once you build that emotional connection with someone, and that is confirmed and strong, and there's no doubt that always comes with the fear that the Five of Cups bring. Those are the tests that you can be away from the eyes, away from the physical body, but you can see and feel through the eyes of the heart and the mind. Then the fear disappears. That loss, the loss that we've had from past wounds that has to do with childhood wounds, with family wounds, with parenthood wounds, whoever's hurt us so deeply into the past, and we suffered from fear of abandonment, right? Like family members that have abandoned us over and over again. Whew. That cycle of healing that part. Just thinking of the death card now, and that does make sense. This is the Tower card, and that is the earth-shattering news, that fake foundation, that illusion that everything was fine, but it wasn't fine, and you have to crumble it completely. The chains that bind us. It's time, is saying, it's time for you to release this. It's a very powerful moon. It's a very emotional moon. People, they're hiding. Some people are hiding, actually. They can even handle the emotions, so they need to balance it because they're going through this Tower moment, this revelation. People in the past, family members that have abandoned us, that have even made us feel like we were lost souls, and we felt nothing. We felt small. People that have abandoned us, and we don't know it was because they didn't love us, or they had their own struggles, or we were not good enough for them. We have to release that feeling of not being good enough because of somebody else's own struggles. Whether that were done consciously or not consciously, I think they had their own wounds caused by, it's a chain reactions. It's generations after generations, and it takes years and years and generations. But the Tower, that's the great news. The Tower is saying this cycle is over. This cycle of this wounded warrior is over. You're in union with yourself and with your heart. You are healing. This is what it's saying. The Tower will force you to shatter that fear. The circumstances will bring it to a halt, to a level that you have no choice but to move forward, and to a very accelerated speed. Time is of essence, is saying. Let it crumble, let it die, because you're building up fast. What are you building up? Deception and envy, Seven of Swords. What are you building is a new a new identity, without any false assumptions of what you should be and how you should be, how society should perceive you. You're dropping the mask. When the tower and the seven of swords are together, you're revealing the true colors. You're revealing your true heart. You're revealing your pain, your sorrows, your joy, your misery, all colors, all your beautiful colors made who you are, and is contributing to this healing, to this union with yourself or with your divine counterpart, with your soulmate. The dropping of the mask. Many people has played the game, the mind games, the waiting game, the silent game, the passive aggressive game. You, Seven of Swords, has it all. Pulling the rug under your feet. I won, I have the upper hand, but you may win the battle, but not the war. This kind of winning, it's done in a very despised way. So it's not based on integrity and self-values and morals. This is done in where fears are instilled to win. And whatever, so this tower with the Seven of Swords is that if there's been people, let's say, that has tried to hurt you, they're going to realize that, look, we got 7 and 7 here. And 7 is the 7th chakra of the crown chakra. So you're getting downloads from divine guidance from above. You're getting downloads that the revelation of what you are actually experiencing, and understanding what you have to purge, what you had to purge. Yeah. Because there are deeper ones that you had to go through. But what God does, God dingles the carrot. He will throw you a love connection, some spiritual divine connection. That, yeah, it may be true. And of course, and we would love to have a soulmate or a twin flame to love and be loved. But what I learned from this journey is God also plays with us too. The mind game, the heart game, the soul game, because we as human are so conditioned by what we see and we want and we need. So he said, here, I throw you something. I give you the carrot. And but once you get that illusion of the carrot dingling, then is something else that is being revealed, because by you triggering one another in different ways, so much insecurity come to the surface that needs healing, and you realize, wow, I thought I'm special. I thought I'm God's messenger or something. I thought I'm supposed to be here just to spread the word of God and be, it's such a comfort zone. If I act in a certain way, do a certain way, and, and I have my perfect partner. No, it's not that easy. God wants to strip you completely naked, so you can hide nothing. All these lies, there's a bunch of lies. Somebody will strip you, or you will strip them to the core, and you don't even know it consciously. You don't even know who's doing it, because it's divinely guided. You both are learning. You both are being triggered. You both are expanding. Nobody has the upper hand but God. If you think that, oh, I thought I was doing this game to fix her, or I'm going to do this so she falls in love with me, and she sees me as a person who is hard to get, and I'm going to build, a certain persona, a certain character, a certain clown figure, So I become interesting. I become mysterious. I become hard to get. You see? And you, on the other hand, you're suffering, you're crying, you're whining, you're clinging, you know, uh, you got your own part to the game. And God is saying, don't you guys, why I did this is because you both got some healing to do? You think, I don't know, God says, why you are where you are with your tight hands there in your comfort zone? You don't want to change. You've been for all these years in your comfort zone, you don't want to change because you think it's too late. But He's going to say, remember when I brought you another soulmate before? Even there, you didn't want to change. You find other excuses. You took it too slow. It took too long. Years go by. I'm getting old. Now, again, I brought you your twin flame now, or another soulmate. I come to realization of one thing in life. It's not about the soulmate or the twin flame. It's about whether you are ready and healed enough to really go forward in a relationship and really put your 100% to it with so much courage. Because yeah, because when you're fully healed, and the other person is fully healed, there's no doubts. That's the thing. There's no doubts. So when we hesitate, that means with both partners have still some deeper wounds. So that's why they think, oh, I don't think this is the one. But the one will never be the one. The Seven of Swords says, until the masks fall from both parts separately. They got to do separately and learn their own lessons and their own purging separately.